I saw some other movie stars coming in here, so let me try to locate them and say hi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so glad I caught that. I thought he was going to deck me. Hey guys, Justice Curry here. We are at Byron Center, Michigan at a small toy show. You guys are going to love it. I just want to take you through a little tour. Byron Center is just south of Grand Rapids. It's warm, it's sunny. We're going to go inside where it's freezing. So let's come on with me. Show the adventure. I got some friends. You probably, if you've watched any of my other videos, like when I went through Grand Rapids Comic-Con, you've seen some of the similar faces because Michigan, they all flock together. Follow me in here. It's a free show. I think it's called, Byron Center Comic-Con. I've already been through, picked up some treasures. I'll show you momentarily, but here we go. So first booth, Travis, one of my good friends. He's got an assortment of modern figures. Check that out. How awesome is that? I was seriously contemplating buying it. Exo Squad, just making a comeback. People are really getting back into it. Nice. I know someone that's going to actually want this. I figured Travis would have a naked figure in his booth. I was correct. Let me walk over here and Travis, can you tell me why you have a naked?
Art.
It's art. Oh, that's okay. What we're calling it.
Yeah.
Okay. You have $75.
Dude, it has a penis. I mean.
Well, so do I. I'm not worth $75.
Oh, your wife says. Yeah. She loves you.
So how many of the are you army building these? Is what I'm asking.
Dude, how many toys out there have a penis? You have to army build it.
You have like probably 20 of these in your collection, don't you?
Look at this.
You can do all sorts of.
You can do this pose. Now imagine if he can do that pose. What other poses he can do?
Out of control.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come back. We'll negotiate a price later so I can start army building as well.
Sounds good, dude. Because listen.
We get it painted, make it look like me.
Do you have a figure in your collection right now that has a penis?
Not visible. No. Oh, tell me about the. So if you looked at any of my prior videos, you would see one of Travis's collection. We went through his entire collection, and Mythic Legions were kind of his bread and butter. That's what he's really getting into, and I mean, check that out. I want this.
It's amazing.
It is strictly amazing. How many birds do you have? How many?
I think I only have 2 here.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't sell them all. I sold just the ones that I was not. I mean, I love the parrot, but it wasn't one that I was like, I gotta have it. Is that a parrot or is that a cockatoo?
A toucan?
What is this?
No, it's not. A toucan has the giant.
This guy will know.
That kind of bird? A green wing. It's called a green wing, but it's actually like a.
I think he's making that up. And toucans have the giant nose. I'm totally wrong. And I know that from Fruit Loops.
Oh yeah. I have 23 of these birds in my house. So.
Shut.
You don't mean the action figure. You don't mean the action figure.
Real birds.
So your heterosexual life mate, Jason Boonstra, has snakes.
Yes.
And you have birds.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's go. What do you got in your booth? Thank you for showing me naked figures. So where is Jason?
He's in Aruba.
So you're running his booth?
I'm running my booth.
Oh, none of this is his stuff.
No.
Okay,
no.
Gotcha. But Taji Station is a collection of both your guys.
Yes, normally it is. Today it's just me. Hence no cage.
Oh, nice.
Now the best thing about this, it's not just the superpowers.
Yes.
But it's the Super
Amigos
Collection.
That is really cool. And I'm looking for the vintage version that was only made in Argentina, which Riddler had, I believe, Flash's head or Superman's head.
Yeah, right.
And made them.
Well,
unique,
it's
high dollar.
Saturday when you're doing this, so you should have that by what, Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. for half of what it's worth. So we're going to keep on moving through here. Thanks.
Enjoy.
Oh, wow.
Stand.
Oh, this wonderful stuff. I didn't know they made. Again, I'm not a modern guy by any means, but I appreciate it, and now I'm kind of getting into it more just because I got it. Ooh. And you know I love video games. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Slide in.
Pops, the Beanie Babies of... Do we got anything in this, sir? Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to undress.
I'm sorry. I'm doing nothing wrong.
I've never met you before.
No.
I'm just touching
Who is
random,
this guy?
touching random strangers.
Me?
This is Ben's booth. This is real nice. Did you ever sell that one Ninja Turtle? I remember you had still here. Is it? Where is it? I want to. Oh,
Shogun
man.
Shote.
Gosh, every time I see this, I am this close. Oh, and he's got the file or the card back there.
Trading card.
And you even put it in an old school like protector. I mean, that's smart, man.
Yeah.
That is smart. All right, we'll have to come back. We'll revisit that. That will be mine someday. As you can kind of see, an overview
Pretty funny.
of the entire place. You know, the other cons that I've gone to or the toy shows, much larger. But I love the small ones like this. You're going to find people from all walks of life because this doesn't cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars to run a booth. I think this was only $30. Plus, it's a free admission show. So all these people here don't have to pay an admission fee, which is awesome. Awesome. These random bins are treasures. Finds all sorts of treasures in there. Comics.
I didn't either.
Who are you gonna call? You gotta call Ghostbusters. Look at this. Awesome, the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters. Hello, everyone. Hey! Wow. So, eating donuts, my kind of people. I love it. Keep up the good work. Oh, we got Star Wars, the Boba Fett, the Mandalorian Mercs. Wow. Look at this. Different cosplayers, kids, families. I mean, we got people with rent books and comic books, everything. How are you doing, sir? You doing all right? Good.
How many donuts are you gonna buy?
All of them.
Okay, then I'll do great.
Nice. I
I'm
love
even
it.
have a big silver cart to help you take them to your car.
You will even help me?
I said that will help take you for you.
Oh,
to
for
I'll
help.
Use the big silver cart.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, vintage Star Wars. I already bought a vintage Star Wars drinking coffee mug from this booth for my buddy. He's got some very, very neat stuff. Excuse me. Hello, sir. Are you the proprietor of this fine establishment?
I am indeed.
Now my eyes, I like shiny things. Can you tell me what this is?
Well, it is just an R2D2 that is just
The power of the, or not the power of the Force, the Droid series.
following Power of the Force.
Oh my, it's
Unpunched.
which collectors go crazy for,
Yeah.
and then having a, where's the figure?
Yeah.
Where's the figure?
Figures in my
The
collection.
figures in that good, touche. $30, what a wonderful deal. I'm going to be kicking myself if I don't buy this. But R2D2 and then the C3PO, check this out. Everyone wants the droid's C3PO of wacky colors, as well as R2D2 having some bizarre colors that were only used for this cartoon series. Low production numbers on the figures. Very, very nice. Well, thank you. Thank you for the mug earlier today as well. So continuing on our journey, all sorts of handcrafted things. Hello, everyone.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Some modern figures. Hello. You guys doing all right? Good, good. Excellent. More comics. Old school toy. Winnie the Pooh. Who didn't love Winnie the Pooh growing up? The reaction figure. Oh. Whoa. Please be my size.
I think the one
One size fits. I almost need to buy this.
that was the hardest part to find was Han Solo and the cargo. Yeah.
To buy this.
I got two, but I won't part with them.
Wow.
Can't find them.
Neat. Battlestar Galactica. How much do you want on this?
15.
15? Would you take 10, sir? Please, 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 please.
Yeah.
Yes! Score! Oh, I think probably my favorite thing of this whole entire trip is this bizarre sweater that I will wear with pride. Thank you so much. Star Tours, obviously a play on Star Wars, but this is a Disney ride that's been going on for many, many years. I actually picked up some Star Tour vintage posters, so let me see if it fits me. Oh, this is way too big. Look at that. It smells like 1979. Woo-wee. Awesome, perfect. So continuing along, neat crafts, food.
Joseph,
Hello.
I watch your channel.
Do
I
you
just want to
really?
say hi to you. Yeah.
Well, what's your name?
Isaac.
Isaac.
I messaged you about some G.I. Joe stuff a while back.
That's right.
Yeah.
I
I ended
remember
up
you now.
completing it. So,
You did?
Yeah, I kept it.
So I'm shooting a YouTube
I
video
seen that.
right now.
I seen you over there. I just wanted to say hi. I watch your channel.
Thank you. I appreciate
Oh, I
it.
got
What'd you
Slave
pick up?
One part and one of the
Oh,
40th anniversary
nice.
Jawas from Derek down there. He's
What's
got some
this?
nice Star Wars stuff. Those are in the back
Look at that.
over by the Lego build.
Oh my gosh, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars. What's that, Batman or Superman?
Must
I can't
be,
tell. Link. That's cool, man. I like
Yeah.
that. And is that a vintage Slave One part?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, cool, man. Thanks for your support. I'm going
Yeah.
to keep going around.
Yeah, I'll
nice
see.
meeting you.
I'll see you in the episode.
Yes, for sure. See, that's awesome, too. I have a lot of people reach out to me that say, how are you doing? That go, hey, I watch your YouTube channel and, inspired me to start collecting, or they reach out to me and say, hey, how do I start collecting G.I. Joe? I see that you love G.I. Joe and you have a complete run. What do? I don't want to just go on eBay. So I sit with other people. And I mean, that's where it's at. There's so many people here that have become my friends now because of the toys that connect us, and then reaching out through these Facebook groups. Enough about that. Let's focus on the toys. Power Rangers, stickers, Halo, video games, a hodgepodge of things. Oh my goodness. Now there's some really, really cool things in here I've already picked up and put them in my car. I'll show you later on. But this booth has a mixture of vintage, modern. Hello, good sir. I bought a Gumby and Pokey from him earlier. Random thing, but I was like, I needed to buy it. These 3D metal molds are infuriating. I bought an X-Wing. It took me half the day to put one together. They're a flat piece of metal. You punch them out, and you have to bend them and turn them into a three-dimensional design. It is crazy hard. Vintage posters. I've already bought a ton from him earlier. Star Wars posters and other movies. Look at Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. Who kept that? That is awesome. Silence of the Lambs in there. The Avengers, signed by Scott Rosema in 2012. You never know what you're going to find here, and that's what is so amazing.
Or magically delicious, as the case may be.
Sir?
Yes.
How
How
are-
may I help you today, sir?
How are you? You have a very fine selection.
Well, this
of...
is mostly Gordon's.
Okay, that's Gordon's.
That's Gordon's. Say hi to the camera, Gordon.
Hi, camera.
Gordon and I met earlier this year, as well as Steve. We went to a storage unit, and I've probably shown some of that stuff earlier. With just awesome stuff from this fine gentleman's collection that's now in my own personal collection. And thank you
very welcome. I'm glad you
sharing.
enjoyed it.
Yes.
I hope you found mysterious and wonderful things and all that.
Beyond mysterious and wonderful things. Like, I'm going through this, and every time I'm going through a new box, we didn't have time to go through everything. We were just like making boxes and buying things.
Right.
And my friend Travis was with me.
Right.
And you had just awesome, like a press kit from 1979, a Star Wars from A
Yep.
New Hope, like an unused press kit, and all these black and white photographs. I'm like, I need to get these framed. They were awesome.
Yep. It was the time. It was, things came into my hands. It was a wonderful time.
And one of the most impressive things about it is you were an adult collector back then. I mean, you weren't a kid buying Star Wars toys or even some of the G.I. Joes from the early 80s.
Yep.
So they were in pristine condition, and I'm going, oh my goodness, this isn't the garage sale figures that I'm finding. You took very well care of your figures.
I understood the importance of it even then. I just wish that when I was in the 60s, I was able to hang on to the boxes for things.
Oh,
that would have been something, like the Captain Action stuff I had, and all that would have been just completely awesome. Excuse me one second.
Of course.
Mike. Prices are negotiable.
Okay.
If you see something you like, let me know. I'll be more than happy to talk about it.
All right.
I'll talk too much. And also, Justin, I wanted to mention, if you find things and you want like a story on what it is, I'd be more than happy to tell you, give you what information I have.
Yes.
Because I realize that some of the stuff, toy lines that you may never have heard of.
You're right. I'm going, I couldn't find some of the stuff. And you had other Japanese type items in there, and I had to use, my friend who was a translator to go, what is this stuff? Because you were getting it imported, I'm sure, back before the eBay, way before the eBay days.
Way before eBay. Sometimes paying way too much, sometimes getting really good deals.
Yep.
As my knowledge increased, my ability to determine if it was a good value increased, and so on and so on and so on.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it was always a lot of fun. But I was always glad to do business with you and help you out and do things. And hopefully, when it gets warmer.
When it gets warmer out there, we'll do round 2, and I'll bring the camera, and we'll have an adventure again.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you
Very
so
good.
much, sir.
Bye.
All right. Yeah.
Come to Roger That.
Oh, what is this now?
This is a free event coming up here in Grand Rapids on the 16th and 17th. We have an astronaut coming to speak.
Really?
He's coming to Grand Rapids. He's going to
Whoa.
speak at the downtown campus at Grand Valley at 6 o'clock for
Yep.
a free talk. We also have
Wow.
a bunch of sessions going on Friday talking about science, space and society, science fiction, space art.
perfect.
And then on Saturday, the Public Museum is having him speak also.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can I have a copy
Yeah.
of this?
Yep.
Thank you. And thank you for those posters earlier.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Glenn.
Glenn. Pleasure.
Glenn's
Justice.
welcome. All
Pleasure to
right.
meet you. Take care. This is the Lego Man. He's out of Kalamazoo. He had a store called Lost Toys, which don't confuse with Lost Toys Facebook group, which my friend John Damiano runs. Great group, rude, crude guys, but great-hearted people. I think it's a group of about 3,000 people, which if you're watching this 5 years from now, it could be 5,000, 10,000, who knows? But if you want a good referral on a Facebook group, it's not for kids though, but it has all sorts of toys from every line. You can post anything you want, and I dig it. But I got off on a side tangent because of Lost Toys. So here's some of the stuff he has. I'm a big fan of Legos myself. So cool. How are you doing?
Good, how are you, sir?
Not bad. I hear you're trying to look for a place in the Portage, Kalamazoo area, a new shop location.
Thinking either in the mall or in front of Toys R Us.
Ooh, can't go wrong. But are we keeping our Toys R Us? Because I know a bunch of them are closing down.
They are staying.
So Kalamazoo, Toys R Us, Portage, Toys R Us is staying for now. So we'll see if it continues to stay. So Legos is kind of your bread and butter, your passion?
Yes.
Okay.
But we do all types of vintage toys and collectibles, but
Yep.
Legos is what I love.
And I love them. I mean, how can you go wrong with Legos? Oh, cool. Thank you. Ooh, no. I didn't know they made a Slimer Lego. That is so neat. Wow. Love the shirt. Can I get a close-up?
Oh, yes.
The Force Awakens. Yes. Wonderful shirt. All right, so we made a round kind of trip. Let me see if... Oh! We have a special guest here. We have an actual little person in there. BB-8 just fell apart. We witnessed that. Oh my goodness. Death is here. Wonderful. I'm going to try to sneak past R2-D2 real quickly. Boba. Oh my goodness. Boba Fett's here. Yes. Look at. Oh, that color scheme is out of control. Awesome. I love it, sir. Wow, so cool. We have a cab driver, also known as Beetlejuice. We have Pikachu. It's crazy. So I'm going to show you a few things that I got from earlier in the day. There's a bunch of posters, vintage Star Wars posters. They're in my car. Maybe I'll take a picture and add them at the end of this YouTube video. But I just wanted to show you some of the randomness. That's the problem with having so many crazy things. I'm going to sneak in past you right here real quick. So Steve, the guy you just met, that I got a bunch of stuff from the storage locker earlier this summer, he had this, and I just love motorcycles. Maybe I'll take her off and put a G.I. Joe on it. Really excited about this one. A vintage, some type of promo bobblehead of Mega Man, which Mega Man growing up was my friend. Why didn't I punch him as hard as I could? That would have been the greatest. I would have went viral. People.
There would have been a high-pitched squeal.
There would have been a high-pitched squeal. Pokey and Gumby. Just I don't know. My friend gave this to me for free, so no, I'm not buying McDonald's He-Man toys, but it's still neat. I love Battle Cat. Let me show you this. The mini comics, the Merman one, very great condition. Some Star Wars, or not Star Wars, sorry, G.I. Joe paperwork. And then check this out, yes. A Storm Shadow unbroken bow and arrow and nunchucks, plus a roadblock gun.
Tell me this works for you. This one for the soap?
The Star Wars mug that I told you about earlier. One of the 1992 G.I. Joe figure, can't remember his name. Echo the Dolphin. Then these were only like $1 or so. You know, I can use his head or his arm. They're beater figures, but still, those are rare figures. And for $1, I ain't gonna pass them up. My brother was heavy into Street Sharks. They weren't my jam growing up, but I appreciate them. I like them. They look cool, and people love them. So that's a little bit of what I bought, and then I bought this huge play set for my daughter, those posters, and this was the Byron Center Comic-Cons. Thank you for enjoying this journey with me. Until next year, make sure to like, subscribe my videos, share them if you want to, and have a wonderful day. Take care. So I thought I was done, but I ended up finding they flew him in here from Argentina. He's like the top world's customizer of toys. He actually did my Castle Grayskull custom. I've done a video, one of my past videos. If you want to look it up, just type in Justice Curry, Castle Grayskull, and Chris Middlecamp is his name. He doesn't speak a lick English, unless he learned within the last week. Did you learn English?
No bueno.
Okay. So customizing is his jam. He does a wonderful job. He brought some pieces today. Can you explain what? Oh my! What is this?
This is Darth Kaitis, Jason Solo, who is the Jaina Solo's twin brother.
Oh my goodness!
Which he doesn't exist anymore.
Oh wow! So you took these.
This was a Gavian guard.
Okay.
Kylo Ren.
Yep.
His robes. This is from a bootleg Vader.
Bootleg Vader.
This is an Adam Warlock head.
No. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
And I've done a Venom here.
Whoa.
Just some head sculpts.
Whoa, check this out. And Venom, again, you could be watching this 5 years from now and it's not relevant, but in 2018, they're going to release, I believe, the Venom movie.
Yeah.
So this is sweet. So you actually sculpted the tentacles coming around and kind of enveloping his face.
And that's a nuke head.
Oh my gosh. So he uses a nuke head, sculpts it on there, paints. That's cool, man. And there's another version.
Venom head on.
Ah. Are these for sale? Or are these just showing off?
That's just showing off right there.
They're for sale. We're going to talk after. I need these in my collection.
And I've also done a Boba Fett head, Unmask.
Oh.
And this was done by Figureworks. He does custom sculpting.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. So the sculpt was done by someone else.
Yeah. And
Sends
then
you
he
an
had
unpainted head.
Like a cast of it.
A cast of his head, which is just all white, or what color is it?
Like a gray color.
A gray color. Oh my gosh. People, this is Chris Middlecamp, Bond Creep Customs. How do you spell that?
VONK with creep with a K.
Creep with a K, so Kreep.
Yep.
And is that a website or is that Facebook or both?
Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook. So you can reach out to him. He doesn't charge hardly anything. This is probably $1 because it doesn't take him any time whatsoever to do any of this. No, you are incredible. You are incredibly talented. Thank you for showing me this. I saw some other movie stars coming in here, so let me try to locate them and say hi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so glad I caught that. I thought he was going to deck me. How are you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good to see you, Jeremy.
Told me you were a Christian. You're running around touching people's balls.
I'm glad that
I
my
can't-
hello is a handshake.
Yet, when we get to know each other a little
just
bit more.
starting to hurt.
I can't wait for that day.
Hey, you know you run around all the time saying, "You got my money? Where's my battle cat?"
I gotta go. Oh, jeez. And I run into him.
Where is it?
How are you, man?
How are you doing?
You hired him. I ran into him.
Yeah.
Paid security.
Where's my merchandise?
So he got
JC
a
Toy Explosion. Where's my merch?
a Yugoslavian battle cat. It was a flocked version of the battle cat.
That I paid for.
He paid for it.
Immediately.
So him and Jeremy are going to come over after the. You're going to come over. I'm only 35 minutes away.
35 minutes?
Let's do a podcast at my house because these are the podcasters of the universe.
You gotta be back before the 7th.
Yes, I know. So you guys doing all right? I see that you're wearing the Retro Rags, which
Yes, I
Joe
am.
Teague right here. That's his company, Retro Rags Limited. I have one of these same type of hoodies. Obviously, Steven copied off me with the color. Ooh. Oh, I need this. Nothing on the back?
Not yet. It's a work in progress. I lost my original retro rag and I'm piecing things back together.
How did you lose it?
My wife's fault.
Tell me.
We went on vacation. I put all my stuff in one spot. She picked my retro rag up. I was like, I gotta hang this up in the closet.
Yes.
She puts it in the closet. I know all my stuff's in one spot, right? So
course.
the day we gotta leave, I put all my stuff in my bag. I go.
Yes.
Didn't know my retro rag was in the closet in Alabama.
So someone else in Alabama now has a limited.
I called them immediately, and I'm like, we stayed in this house. It's in the
There's a
closet.
serial number on each and every one of them, right?
That one's a that one's a blank. So I hooked him up with just the blank so he could kind of start fresh. But yeah.
Okay, but
so
typically
somebody is walking around with a serial burnt, laser numbered.
etched in there. So we should report that serial number. So if someone tries to pawn it, it'll come up in the law enforcement network,
We
and
know
we'll get
a
it
couple
back.
things about him. He's gonna like He-Man. He's gonna be fat. That's what we know.
No, husky. It's not fat. The term is husky.
My mom says big bone.
Okay, big
You know.
bone.
That's the default.
Nice. Well, I'm glad I got to catch up with all you.
Podcasters of the Universe. Get back to that.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, tell me more about Podcasters Universe.
This is Jeremy, and I'm Steve.
Hello,
Hi.
Jeremy.
We do the
Steven.
Podcasters of the Universe podcast. Why are you focusing on my
This,
nose?
hey, it's wide. It's wide, and it looks like it's far away. So this looks normal when we watch.
I don't believe you.
This looks normal.
One bit.
See?
Hey, how's it going?
So Podcasters of
It's
the
all about
Universe.
He-Man. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on
Podomatic?
Stitcher and Podomatic.
Just be prepared to hear really, really crappy voice acting.
Voice acting
Yes.
by these two fine gentlemen,
Yes.
which they have not invited me to become a special guest. So our friendship's hanging on a wire. Oh my gosh. There's a little child in here with Skittles, just eating Skittles nonstop in there. Look at, he's turning his head. No. Oh, what? Look at this.
I think that's him giving you the finger.
That is him giving me
Or if he
the.
doesn't.
That's awesome. So on Facebook, you can even find them. Podcasters of the Universe. Check them out. Great guys, most of the time. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later on. Hey guys, I wanted to show you at the end all the posters I got, because I got some amazing vintage posters. A couple modern ones too that I'm going to definitely keep in my personal collection. But we'll go through them. I didn't even look at all the posters that I basically got. I'm going to have my lovely wife behind me shoot. But look at these modern ones. She gave me for Christmas this design as a shirt. But these three, I'm going to find a spot maybe in my son's bedroom or in the bathroom because they are out of control amazing. So let me set this right here now. Most of these are Star Wars posters, not all of them. This one says Dark Crystal. At the prices he was giving me, you know, $5 to $10 a piece for a vintage movie poster, you can't go wrong. This feels like multiple posters. And check that out. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of posters. Holy moly. Here's one. Two. I think Jim Henson did a lot of the, or at least the studio did a lot of the puppeteering for this.
For Star Wars?
No, these are the Dark Crystal.
What's
it's a
that?
movie with puppets and amazing story.
These are really cool.
So these say 1981 Dark Crystal Universal release. Smaller than a movie poster, as you can see. So not sure on the story of those. Oh, another Dark Crystal, larger. From what I understand, these came out of a gentleman who used to work at the movie theater's collection. Oh, that is freaking
Oh, wow.
sweet.
That's pretty.
And he would save these, and he was a collector. Can you hold the whole
You want
bottom?
me to hold it? Yep. Good job.
He would save these. Unfortunately, he passed away recently. So at the toy show I was just at, his friend was preserving his memory and selling these off and getting them into the right hands of collectors. That's definitely a beautiful one. Let's see. Got Empire Strikes Back, 1980. Check out which version this is. Oh, yes. I don't know all the artist names and whatnot. But beautiful, beautiful artwork on that. The Death Star. Love it. Another one. This one kind of got a little wompy.
Is Wampy a word?
Wompy's now a word. Oh, I love this. Fortunately, it didn't preserve so well. But that lightsaber is just an iconic shot right there. Beautiful. Jedi. What's this one? The Lord of the Rings, huh? Interesting. Ooh. My friend Kyle, who's old as dirt, had to remind me how to take these posters out of their containers by printing them. Wow. Oh. So this is not obviously the Peter Jackson version. This is from 1978. Oh my goodness, someone's going to go crazy for this. I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings collector, so I'll probably be selling that at some point. But I love movies. Wow, I don't remember this one.
Wow, that's old.
I've seen this picture before without the red Imperial Guards flanking Darth Vader. What does it say, 1983? Return of the Jedi. Gosh, I wish it said Revenge of the Jedi. That would be crazy. Another Empire Strikes Back. Ah, yes. So neat. Very similar to the one I have in my son's room right now. That's a lot of greens. Lando Calrissian's head's large right here, and there's green Darth Vader. Again, not stored in the best of conditions, but beggars can't be choosers. This one, I honestly wish I bought more from this guy. He had so many neat old school posters.
Sure,
this one
take care of it for you.
1971. I can't imagine many survived from this long
Oh my
ago.
goodness.
Masterpiece, which I have no clue what this is.
Masterpiece.
No, it's not Masterpiece Theater. Definitely not Masterpiece Theater, but she's got a whip, maybe an old school 70s movie.
Porn.
I'm guessing, possibly. But blacklight, this is tinfoil-like papers, out of control. And then I saved my favorite ones I got for last, which you'll see. So Star Tours is Disney's ride. We've been on it before when we went to Disney World, and it's changed dramatically in the last few years. But Star Tours has been around since the early 80s, doing that Disney Star Wars ride. And these were things you could buy in the gift shop. Here's the Avenue. I don't need you to see Bespin with Cloud City artwork again. So beautiful. Endor, the Ewok Village. Another Endor. Love that moon. 1986. Flip it around. Jabba's Palace. Oh, too bad it didn't have that little monster out there that, you know, flicked his tongue out and ate the other monster. Star Tours ride itself. That's what it used to look like. Star Tours, yeah. Creative forces of Disney and George Lucas.
I think we're making a video, baby girl.
Oh.
Cool.
This is probably my favorite one. I just love the artwork on this. Hey, Brandon, check out the... Oh, this one has some water damage, unfortunately.
Say hi, Brandy.
Hi.
But, again, I could maybe even cut that off. Strange that they didn't put Yoda in there, at least his village, but just a generic swamp. Still cool, nevertheless. And again, some collector's gonna go gaga over that. But yep, that was just a small taste of some of the posters. Not a small taste, an entire bite of all the posters that I got. I also picked up a big treehouse village for her. Have you been playing with that treehouse village down there? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah? Oh, the Dark Crystal. You watched this one time and gave you nightmares. All right.
Oh yeah, I watched this before.
Yeah, you remember that? It's neat.
Where he stole the crystal.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
thank
had
you,
it to give
Miss
it
Curry,
back.
for helping me. You're welcome. All right, say goodbye.
Bye.